Listen, AI is about to change content creation forever. And it's not just going to change it, it's going to change it fast. But most people are still thinking about it the wrong way. They think AI is just about to make things quicker, being able to pump out more content or quicker content or replacing the human element. But the real opportunity is using AI to remove bottlenecks, to save time, to repurpose smarter, and build a stronger brand without losing what makes you you. And listen, if you own a business or you are a creator, solopreneur, or entrepreneur, this matters because self-branding will become everything. It will be the only thing setting you or your business apart from the competition. So today I am speaking with Ibrahim, the founder of Taja AI, a tool built to help creators, solopreneurs, and business owners turn one piece of content into a lot more without doing almost anything. And we get into where AI content is heading, what should stay human, what should be automated, and how people can actually use AI to grow instead of just adding more noise. And with that said, like this video because we are starting right now. Ibrahim, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you, man. How is everything at Taja AI? How's everything in your end of the world?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Paul. Really appreciate you doing this, reaching out and wanting to chat. So everything's going well at Taja. We just completely revamped our product. It was built on like a older tech stack, and so we revamped it to make it 10 times faster, more stable, scalable, and the feedback's been tremendous. So we've been shipping really fast. I think this month we've shipped like 80 to like 90 new updates in the product. So we've been moving real fast and continue to move real fast and have a lot on the roadmap that we're excited to get out and and get in people's hands and really become everyone's social media manager.
So it's actually funny because I used to use Taja. I used it for a while, then I stopped using it for a while, and I came back and I actually noticed the speed and I saw your updates and I'm like, oh my God, Taja is really going all in on it. That's why I reached out. Then you told me you have exciting things in the roadmap. Maybe we can talk about some of those things that you have in store for us.
Yeah. So I can talk about what's in the immediate future, like in the next few weeks, I
Well,
should say.
before we do that, sorry, I'm so sorry, but before we do that, just for the audience sake, let's explain what Taja is, where it would benefit for them as a solopreneur, as an entrepreneur, so they can have an idea just in case they're seeing this for the first time. Then we can go on to the roadmap and talk about what's better. So Taja AI is specifically made, or is probably it's mostly catering to YouTubers, solopreneurs to save time and make their workflow more efficient, correct?
Yes, correct. So we automate how you repurpose, publish, and distribute your long form video across social media platforms. So in the biggest essence is like you make your video, we make the video work for you. And what that means is like, say you have a 10-minute long form video, you put it into our system and we will give you your title, your description, your tags, complete all your SEO for you. We will generate thumbnails with your face in them. We will create shorts. We'll create blog posts, LinkedIn posts, thread posts, and we allow you to publish and distribute that content across all the major social media platforms, whether that's publishing or scheduling. And we basically streamline that whole process. Once you make your video, we do everything under the sun to help you get it out.
What's the one feature that most people use and are most excited about? Mine was actually the shorts and also the thumbnail, because it just grabs your picture from inside the video. You don't even have to upload a picture or anything like that. But tell me what you think the strongest feature is for most people. What people most excited about?
Yeah, for sure. So I think, like you said, shorts is the biggest one, I would say. The second one is thumbnails, and the third one is our descriptions in the chapters. So people really love those elements just because they're all time consuming. It requires a lot of manual work and labor, and we just automate that stuff for them.
Yeah, and it works. I gotta say, it works effectively. I mean, I tried it and everything. It really works well. When did you start with Taja? When did Taja actually start? I think it was a year or two when I heard of it.
July of 2023 is when we launched, and we just did SEO at that time. So put in your video, your title, your description, your tags, nothing else, no thumbnails, no shorts, nothing like that. And then we've quickly evolved into those different elements of handling everything under the sun for you. And we're going to continue going down that path of going down, of being your social media manager. Essentially, we're trying to become your social media manager in your pocket. And everything that a social media manager does, we will handle for you.
So tell us about the roadmap. Tell us about what's coming. How Taja is going to change for the people that know Taja. What's coming to Taja?
Yeah, so the biggest thing that's happening right now is like we're revamping our shorts. So right now when you use a lot of AI tools, you have your shorts where they take your long form video, crop it horizontally, or crop it vertically, I mean, add the subtitles over top, and that's kind of it. It's like it's known that these are AI generated shorts, or if you're using them, you're using these other platforms, you're still generating the shorts vertically and it's doing that quickly, but it's taking 20-25 minutes to like fully make a crisp short that looks like an editor made it. So our next phase and what we're rolling out these next few weeks is enhanced shorts generator, which the moment you click generate shorts, we will crop it, add the subtitles, add B-roll, remove sound effects, add sound effects, remove filler words, remove pauses, add music, like make it as if someone edited these shorts and you paid someone to edit these shorts. That's our next phase. And then past that, we're going to help you come up with your next video idea, the script for it. And we also want to help you take your raw long form video and load it in our system, and we will dynamically edit that video for you. So
Oh
we're
wow.
recording on Zoom right now. It's like, how can you just upload that video into our system and we will dynamically enhance it for you and make your long form video ready and then do everything that we currently do.
So I've seen that work with other projects, but it didn't really do it effectively. In the sense, it would work great for podcasts where it cuts in out from people and so on.
Mhm.
But when you actually edit a video, like a YouTube video, your typical YouTube video, the B-roll and everything, it usually falls short. What's Taja doing different to tackle this?
Yeah, so I mean, we're very fine-tuned. We're giving you channel-specific output and niche-specific output and everything that we do. But then the other element too is like the reason why it's fallen short is just because the technology hasn't caught up. And now we're in a space where technology is catching up rapidly, where video content can be enhanced in all different facets. And so it's really just about using the latest models and fine tuning our models so that we're giving you specific and crisp output that's bespoke to you. And that's essentially what we're going to do. And now, the technology might not have been there like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, but now it's there and it's crisp and it can handle these things.
Got you. And what do you see changing in the near future when it comes to AI editing, and so on? If you gave it a timeline, what do you think people need to prepare for? Because there's good news to this, there's bad news to this. The good news is a lot of people are going to be able to do more by working less, so to speak. It will be able to, but it will also bring a lot of trash into the system, and we've seen that with AI slop, for example. Where do you see this going, and what should people prepare for?
Yeah, I think the good of this stuff is like, someone was asking me like, why didn't the Canva for video ever exist? And it's like, because the technology wasn't there and the underlying models and all that stuff weren't developed yet to where we can do this. Now you can generate AI content of anybody doing anything and it'll make it, and it makes it seem real. And now we don't even know what's real and what's not real when we go to social media platforms. So the technology is there, and it's crisp, and from across all facets, it can do things. So I think the one like from a time saving and the enhancement and like um everyone now being able to have a creative team that say like a Mr. Beast has 7 people working for him, everyone now can have that with AI at cheaper, more affordable cost, faster, streamlined work process. So that's the beauty of this stuff. And where I see this stuff going is like agentic. I think it's like, how can this thing just work for you in the background and you're not even touching it? You're not even interacting with SaaS tools anymore. It's just letting you know that things are done and you can review them, but it's not necessarily like you coming in and putting your link in, reviewing your shorts, like in editing your shorts. It just knows you and does it all. I think that's where this is heading, and that's a beautiful thing because now you can put out 10 times more content at 10 times more affordable rate and 10 times faster. So that's the beauty of it. The bad, and where I would shy away from making AI avatars of you and like making videos that are AI avatars. Just because I think these platforms are going to crack down on that. And you already see it with YouTube where they've already, said that these videos are going to be demonetized. And so I see like these platforms, cracking down even further just because they're not going to want their platforms filled with AI generated content. And the audience that's watching isn't going to want that. People want real, they want to connect with the actual creator, they want to connect with the business owner, and they want to trust the business owner or the creator in order to continue watching their content and following them. So there has to be an authentic one-to-one relationship. Now, where you could use AI in your video is like the B-roll, these small elements that don't take away from the authentic one-to-one connection, but it's like engage, elements that make the content more engaging. That's where you can use AI for. But fully AI generated, I think that stuff is like not, I wouldn't go down that route.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to move to authenticity in live streams and so on. People are going to crave that human element.
Yeah.
YouTube is going to crack down, but I don't know if they're going to crack down on AI avatars specifically. They are going to crack down on maybe faceless channels, depending on how much of the AI does what, or how you use it. I don't know how they're going to regulate it, for lack of better terms, how they're going to regulate it. But even so, even if that happens, let's say YouTube allows it, it's extremely important for you to have a brand. And having a brand is having a blog that no one's doing, having your shorts, having your videos, having your Instagram, having your LinkedIn, so I think with Taja, the way it's moving, I think it will be helping creators create their brand with social media, if that makes sense. And I think that's what every solopreneur and entrepreneur should start doing right now, because that's the only thing that will differentiate them with AI slop or AI, or however people are using AI.
Yeah. No, 100%. I think it's like you said it's like, we're going to help you grow your online presence. And it's so imperative that you do that now, because people, while they trust brands, they trust the people behind the brand. And we're heading into a world where it's easier than ever to build things. You don't need software engineers to build you products anymore. You could just vibe code it your way through. So it's like, and you can ship things in a weekend. But now it's about the distribution and the people behind it and trusting the people behind it, because there's going to be hundreds and thousands of the same products that do the same things. But it's like, do I trust this founder or this team behind it that are going to continue to build and evolve this product to my liking, and should I back them essentially?
So tell me a little bit about how you started Taja. How was Taja born?
Yeah, so prior to Taja, I ran an agency that managed influencers. I helped them build and monetize their content on social. So I had a lot of clients. My clients range from 1 million to 75 million followers across all platforms. And so I was working with a lot of them, and I started signing NBA athletes to run their podcast. So I signed Danny Green, who used to play for like the Spurs and the Raptors and what other teams, the Lakers. And then he has a podcast. And then I signed Kevin Garnett, who also has a podcast. And what I was doing was just basically repurposing their content across all platforms. And it was just very time consuming. So I looked at a way that I can, do this in a faster manner. So that's where Taja was built.
Oh wow! So you found the pain point and you just made it to help you, and then made it a product, or like is that
Yes,
right?
yeah. So we were using it internally, and then it was like, oh, okay, this problem is something that is prevalent for lots of people, and that's why, like, from the day that we launched Taja, we've always had customers because this pain point is large and vast, and many people have noticed it.
Would you say an influencer or somebody that wants to do their branding, like the NBA, is different than somebody putting out content for business, or somebody putting do you see a different strategy there?
100%. There's a different strategy. I think end goal is different. So, like, as a business owner versus content creator, a content creator, your business is making money off of hundreds of thousands, millions of views. And like you have to reach those marks to make this a sustainable business and make brands want to partner with you and then, make money off AdSense. A business owner only wants hundreds to thousands of views of like concentrated people so that then they can reach out and inquire about their business. So they can close those deals. So like a business owner is more looking for a concise reach, whereas a content creator is looking for a vast reach. So the strategies of how you do that are very much different because a content creator needs to make money off of millions of views. A business owner needs to make money off of 4 or 5 leads from those hundreds that watch their content.
It's funny because like I'm not really an influencer or creator. I would consider myself a KOL, key opinion leader, and because I'm in the crypto space with my crypto channel, and I'm actually looking for the right views because I have my own products. I have my own AI crypto products. I have my own indicators. So I'm looking for the right views. I don't care about the amount of views, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Plus, less views, they convert better, even if you get sponsorships. And that's actually something funny. A lot of companies are paying for sponsorships from influencers, but their conversion rates are so low. But if you have the right people, if you do the right organic way, your organic reach, and you actually, even 1,000 views can make you great conversions.
Yes.
And imagine, Abraham, you've been around the block. You've probably been in sales rooms and done presentations and so on. What would you give for a room of 1,000 people to watch you?
And they're in the right market.
And they're in the right market.
I mean,
1,000 people. You could do that on YouTube. You could even 100 people. Even a room with 100 people.
Yeah, it depends on the business you're building and like what your lifetime value of that customer is. But like what I would pay or like what I would give is heavily discounted pricing. The cost would just depend on how many people are in the room, my lifetime value, and the conversion rate I would aim for. But like I would pay a lot of money in comparison to paying an influencer that has millions of followers to review our content. It's just like you said, in a business setting, you're looking for concise audiences that will convert. You're not looking for maximum reach. Like brand awareness isn't a thing. Like if you want brand awareness, you as a marketer, you have to look at, or a business owner, you have to look at what are all the avenues that I can get reach and eyeballs and conversions, and where should I allocate those dollars? So like if you want brand awareness, it's better to just run Facebook and Google ads in comparison to sponsoring a creator, because at that level you can at least get customers from it. And you can get predictable customers from it. It's like as a small business, you should be looking at how can I make my marketing flywheel predictable? And when you work with influencers, it's not predictable.
Well, what I was trying to get at for the people watching this channel is, if you are an influencer, if you're a KOL, or whatever you want to call yourself nowadays, don't be caught up too much on the views. Try getting the right views and try and think about it like a business and try and get conversions. You'll get more sponsorships, you get more business, you'll get more everything. Make your own products, sell other products, doesn't really matter. And what I'm trying to say is that everybody right now should be on YouTube, should be using Taja, should be trying to get out there and working on their brand, big or small. That's basically where I was going to, or trying to get to.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's you hit it on the mark. I think it's imperative that like everyone, when they're thinking about how to grow their business as a creator, et cetera, and like how to build sustainable businesses, it should be about how can I build the right way where I'm attracting audiences that'll convert highly for all these brands and businesses, because that's what people want.
Right. So for people watching this channel right now that are somewhere in the sense of, look, I don't have a business. I don't have a following just yet. What should I do? What can I do? How can AI help me do that? What kind of advice would you give these people?
In terms of like getting started with content.
In terms of, I'm on the internet right now. I'm watching this video, and I'm thinking, how is this going to help me? How can I use this for me to benefit? In other words, how can AI help me become a creator, or help me become a business owner, or not really a business owner, but maybe start a business?
Yeah, I think outside of just starting a business, it's imperative that you just have an online presence where people can know you, trust you, so that even when it's time to start a business, you have an audience that's already built in and trusts you and can become your customers. I think don't force a business if it's not there, but I think that's where always, having some sort of online presence on social media is important, because when that time does come, you can always have early customers and early adopters and a huge wait list of people that are trying to try out your product or your service. Um, so what I would say is like, any facet, whether you have a business or you don't, you can always be creating content, educational content, et cetera, informative content. And I think the question to ask there is like three questions: is like, who's my target audience? Um, what is a unique insight I have that no one else does? So that this is like where you get into elements of like what makes you unique. I think everyone is in a way unique and an artist in their own facets, and it's about identifying like what do you have that you can share with the world. And then the other element is just what's the last element is like, what do you want people to walk away with after viewing this piece of content? I think if you can answer those pieces concisely, then you can make good content and repeat that cycle.
Got it. Now, we touched on this earlier a little bit before, about how AI can help you or disrupt or whatever. What do you think should stay automated, and what do you think should stay human? And I know we answered this before, but maybe we should elaborate a little bit on this.
Yeah, so I think what should stay automated is all the small minor things, like the tedious tasks that go into content creation. So like think, the adding the B-roll sound effects, like enhancing a video, that should stay automated. The shorts generation, et cetera, that should stay automated. The only thing that should be, not the only thing, but the main thing that should be manual is you actually filming the video. That could be like a raw video, but that should be manual just because it's very authentic in the world. Even though we're advancing in these spaces where like AI is becoming huge and automation is huge, et cetera, like the world is still going to want one-to-one connections. Like, you're seeing now things like AI artists and like all these things, AI like hologram shows and all these things. That's not going to last, in my opinion, because people want one-to-one connections with the actual person. And those that's the thing that should stay manual, versus like everything that should be automated is like all the tedious tasks and all the video enhancements.
Right. Let me ask you something. You probably go to a lot of events. You probably talk to a lot of people online and so on, a lot of interviews. What's the one question you wish people asked you, but they seldom do?
That's a good point. That's a really good question.
Like what should be, or let me rephrase it to help. What should they be asking instead of what are they asking?
I think that's a really good question. I can't think of anything top of my head. I would say it's like about we're seeing a space where like a lot of different tools and a lot of things are coming out, and it's just like, how can I use these tools, and what tools should I be using? And like, how do I vet out these tools, and like, how do I pick the right ones? I think that's a one thing. And then the other thing is like, just how can I use AI to enhance my workflow? I think AI is scary for a lot of people, and it's like this thing's just going to come and take jobs and all this stuff. And it's like, no, AI should be something that you should embrace, because it's going to be a huge, huge time saver and enhancer of your life. And it's like, how can you build a life with agents around you that are working for you and enhancing you and your business? I think that's the biggest thing that's missing, is like a lot of people just look at it like it's either scary, or people are looking at it like this is a crazy opportunity, and there's no in between. And looking at it, how can I use this to enhance and build my life, and like help me with outreach, help all the tedious things that I'm doing. How can I use it to help me, grow my business?
I- And I hopefully Taja AI will help everyone do this, which I do really, really, really recommend they check it out in the description down below. Ibrahim, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for doing this, man. And I'm looking forward to having the next show with you.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. Really appreciate you, and keep doing the work you're doing. This is important, phenomenal, and appreciate you, reaching out to me.
Look, AI is about to change content creation forever. And if you don't start using it properly, you're going to get left behind. You either move with the future, or you will be lost in the past. Whether you're a business owner, a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, or even working inside a bigger company, the reality is the same. You will either have AI working for you, or you will lose to people who have AI working for them. And in that world, branding matters more than ever. Because as AI raises the bar, more people will create, more people will publish, and more people will compete. The good news is that most people still will use AI not so well, not properly. They will use it the same way people used to use the internet, YouTube, and social media. A few will dominate, some will do okay, most will stay average. But the new average is changing, and even average will beat you using AI. Make sure you don't stay average. And look, if you still think you can just throw up a course, sell an info product, or use the same old lead magnets and win in this new market, you are dead wrong. Make sure you watch this video right here next. You don't want to miss this video. Watch this video, because seriously, you can't afford not to. So watch this video, said it 5 times, and I will see you in that video.